Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you are watching to the Market Watch Review. Indian and Japanese equities drove regional equity markets higher. Stoxx 600 in Europe is up 0.7%, bringing the weekly gain to 1.2%. The bias towards U.S. equity futures is also stronger. The U.S. dollar trades heavily against all G10 currencies. Sterling and the Swiss franc are the strongest currencies, with sterling gaining 0.4%. The greenback will record a loss week against all major currencies except the Norwegian Krone. Gold is recovering from the dollar 1,800 test earlier in the week due to the stronger dollar and lower rates. Today is at $1,848 for the week. April WTI is consolidating the three-day rally, which lifted it to nearly $78.60 yesterday, almost 2 weeks high. Asian Pacific market. Tokyo's CPI dropped to 3.4% in February from 4.4% in January. Subsidies for businesses and households were a key driver of fiscal policy. In their final reading, the final service and composite PMI for Australia and Japan were both revised higher. Yesterday's dollar record was just JPY 137.10. Today, it has stabilized and trades within yesterday's range. Although the Australian dollar is more stable, it still remains within Wednesday's range. Market of Europe. On the heels of a stronger than expected February CPI, the Eurozone reported January producer prices fell a dramatic 2.8% to bring the year-over-year rate to 15.0% from 24.5%. The final composite Eurozone PMI also confirmed the recovery. Although the flash estimate was slightly lower, the 52.0 reading is still the highest since May last year. Germany also released January trade figures. Imports decreased 3.4%, while exports increased by 2.1%. Economists expected a rise in Germany's imports, but slower growth in exports. The euro is hovering around $1.06 today. The euro has not increased above $1.0630 or spent time below $1.0600 today. The UK February PMI reading was slightly better than what the flash reading suggested. Sterling's lowest point for the week was Monday, just below $1.1925. Yesterday, it successfully retested it and returned a better bid today, pushing against the $1.20 mark. Market of America. Prior to the weekend, focus will shift to the final services, composite PMI, as well as, more importantly, the ISM Services Index. Canada announces January build permits. After December's decline, expect a slight increase in January. The fourth quarter's labor productivity is also in the cards. The US dollar is at its lowest level in 4 days against the Canadian dollar. This is due to the recent recovery in US equities and the risk-on mood. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.